Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. It is December, and so I usually give myself a Christmas present this month by showing off one of my own decks, and that is today's villain, Kamen Rider Calibur. He was the first primary antagonist of last year's show, Kamen Rider Saber. If you're not familiar with the series, every year has a different theme and gimmick and characters and setting, and for Kamen Rider Saber, everybody was a swordsman, which was pretty cool, and he is the Swordsman of Darkness. So we are going to be facing him with Santa Guys, because it is the season, Rebel Quicksilver, Road Warrior Mainstay, and the next variant of the River Heralds, Kopala Jaya Jaya. And we're fighting in Catchwater Harbor. So let's take a look at Calibur's character card. At the start of the game, he enters play as Swordsman of Darkness side up, put Jaku Dragon in play, search the villain deck for all schemes, put one into play and remove the rest from the game, discover H-2 Megiddo. So, here are the schemes. They come in a separate little stack all of their own. There is Pillars of Light, where Calibur is trying to open portals around the city to Underworld and draw the two worlds together, which is bad. Altar Book Disaster, which is a little power-up that summons a unpredictable monster to fight alongside him. To Find Avalon, where he travels through a psychedelic hellscape searching for power. And Masked Betrayer, where the heroes try and figure out just who he is. We're going to use Pillars of Light for this game. If I bring him back, we'll use a different scheme. So, Pillars of Light. When a Megiddo enters play the top card of the villain deck. When a Megiddo is destroyed by a non-villain card, put that Megiddo on top of the villain deck. Redirect the first damage dealt by Calibur each turn to the Megiddo with the lowest HP. If that Megiddo is destroyed this way, put it under this card. And if there are 6 cards under this card, flip Calibur's villain character card. And I'll tell you right now, spoilers, if this flips, it's game over. At the end of the villain turn, if there are no Megiddo in play, discard cards from the villain deck until a Megiddo is discarded, then put it into play. So let's go ahead and discover our first 2. Oh, it is 2 goblins. Okay. These are just your standard little foot soldier dudes. Alright, gameplay. Schemes are indestructible. Cards beneath them are not considered in play. At the end of the villain turn, Calibur deals the hero with the highest HP 3 melee damage. Jaku Dragon says this card is indestructible. At the start of the villain turn, if this card has 1 or more HP, Calibur deals the hero target with the highest HP H infernal damage. If not, restore this card to H HP. So, as it is the start of the villain turn, he is going to be dealing that damage to one of the goblins. And he plays a card. Dark Curse. When this card enters play, Calibur deals each hero target 2 infernal damage. Heroes cannot deal damage. At the start of the villain turn, destroy this card. And it's an ongoing, so we can't get rid of it. And the villain turn hits the highest for 3, that is Quicksilver. And there are Megiddo in play, so nothing happens there. Each villain target regains a hit point, and then this card deals the hero with the most cards in play 2 irreducible melee damage. So this guy's going to heal 2, and we'll send both of those hits to Mainstay. Alright, we cannot deal damage. Santa Guys will play Gritty Reboot, and give everybody a present. And draw a card. I think I'll start with Iron Retort since she can't deal damage. Draw a card. She heals 2. And then you may shuffle up to 4 cards from your trash into your deck. If you do, Quicksilver deals a target X toxic damage, where X is the number of cards shuffled this way -1. Otherwise, discard the top card of your deck. So there we go. Draw a card. Yeah, we don't have any way to get rid of that ongoing, so let's throw out Shard Strength. Activate his power. He'll be able to deal damage once that card goes away. Draw a card. The River Herald is going to start with Mastery of Tides. Start of your turn, if this card has a token on it, remove that token and you may play a card, otherwise put a token on this card. While this card has a token on it, activate Wave Effects. So Kopala's power is Warden of Waves. Reduce damage dealt to hero merfolk by 1 till the start of your next turn. You may draw a card and discard a card. So he gets -1. We're going to discard this Mistbinder because it basically just reduces damage more. Draw a card, draw a card. Alright, Catchwater Harbor, all aboard. Oh heck. At the end of the environment turn, the players may activate the travel text of a transport card. If they do, destroy that card at the start of the next environment turn. Okay. So, start of the villain turn, that wears off. Calibur unfortunately destroys this Megiddo because we had no way of stopping that. And he plays a card. That's another Megiddo, the Piranha. While there is more than 1 Piranha Megiddo in play, reduce damage dealt to this card by 1. End of the villain turn, this card deals each hero target 1 toxic damage. End of turn, he hits Quicksilver for 3. There are Megiddo in play, so we don't get an extra 1. Everybody heals 1, which none of them had taken damage, so that's it. Most cards in play takes 2. That's anybody. We'll have it be Mainstay. He can hit back for 2. And then everybody take 1 toxic damage. Guys draws a card. I'm going to destroy Iron Retort. What can I play? Let's play Liquid Metal. Get Whispering Steel and Guard Breaker. Shuffle. Yeah, let's deal herself 2 damage, play a card. Coalescing Spear. I'll hit the Piranha for 3. Oh, you know what? I forgot to play the top card of the villain deck when that Piranha entered play. Kuriyami Hisatsugeki. There are 4 or fewer cards in the villain trash, which there are. Play the top card of the villain deck and shuffle this card into the villain deck. So, instead of that, we get another Piranha, which plays another card. Kuriyami EI. Calibur deals the hero target the highest HP, 2 irreducible melee damage. Well, that is the River Heralds, unfortunately. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it is a one-shot, bury it, otherwise put it into play. It's the Golem. That plays a card. It's the Medusa. That plays a card. Kuriyami EI again. He's going to hit guys, because he draws a card. Reveal the top card. It is an ongoing. That goes into play. When Calibur is dealt damage by a target, he deals that target 3 damage of the same type and regains 4 HP, then destroy this card. Okay, that was a lot of crap. Alright, so we've got 2 piranhas in place. They have -1 damage taken. I'm going to throw the Coalescing Spear at the Medusa, hit herself, play Whispering Steel, deal a target 2 irreducible projectile damage, and then we will play Guard Breaker and destroy the Medusa, which puts her on top of the villain deck. The Medusa is bad news. Alright, this is still reacting to the Piranha's damage. The Piranha hits Mainstay because he's taking damage. Mainstay hits back. River Herald soak it. Everybody take 1 toxic damage again. Mainstay hits back for 1. River Herald soak it. Golem, at the end of the villain turn, deals 2 hero targets the highest HP, 3 projectile damage each. That is the River Heralds and Quicksilver. Okie dokie. Well, we have our work cut out for us. Gritty Reaper goes away. Guys, going to play Say Cheese, hit the Goblin for 1, and then I will... Where did I leave that? Didn't get anything great, but I'll keep it. Everybody gets presents. Draw a card. Quicksilver will play Iron Retort again. Heal 2, draw a card. She has 6 cards in her trash. Let's shuffle 4 of them back into her deck. And she can deal a target 3 toxic damage, so we'll take out the Goblin. Goes back on top of the villain deck. Draw a card. Alright, Mainstay hits himself for 2. I think I might throw mono a mono on the Golem. Activate his power, draw a card. End of turn, Mainstay hits him for 3. He hits back for 2, reduced to 1, and then Mainstay hits him for 2. Cool. Alright, start of turn, we get a token, and Mastery of Tides is in play. Let's play a Tempest Dancer. And if you turn this card, deals a target 1 melee damage. Wave ability, increase damage dealt by this card by 1, reduce damage dealt to this card by 2. Cool. And we will refresh Warden of Waves, discard a card, draw 2 cards, and that will do, oh, let's say that'll do 2 damage to Calibur. He heals it back and deals 3 melee damage reduced to 1 to this guy, getting rid of that ongoing card. Okay, Abandoned Factory. Whenever an ongoing or equipment card enters a hero trash pile, the villain character target with the lowest HP regains 2 hit points. A transport card will be destroyed. You may destroy this card instead. Well, that needs to go. Alright, shoot. Start a turn, Calibur destroys the Golem. We're a third of the way to losing. That just stays in play. And then he plays the Goblin, and the Medusa, and another card. Kuriyami EI. That hits Kopala. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. It is another Megiddo, the Salamander, which plays Clash of Swords. Calibur deals the hero with the most cards in hand 3 melee damage. That is guys. Reduce the next damage that would be dealt by that hero by 2. That's fine, he doesn't care. End of turn, it's the highest for 3. That is Kopala. Piranha hits everybody for 1. Mainstay soaks it, Kopala soaks it. The Tempest Dancer has 3 damage reduction. That hits Quicksilver. Let's destroy Iron Retort. What can I play? Not a whole lot. Let's do Liquid Metal, get Forest of Needles, and Mercury Strike. I'm going to have her hit herself. We'll do Mercury Strike 2 and 1. Don't think I'm going to be able to get rid of the Medusa on her turn, so let's hit Calibur for 3, and then we'll go ahead and play Forest of Needles and hit him for 6. Cool. The second Piranha goes off, hits everybody but the River Heralds. Mainstay hits it for 1. All of them heal 1, and this hits either the River Heralds or Mainstay. I'll have it hit Mainstay so he can pop back for 2. The Medusa deals the hero target lowest HP 2 psychic damage. A target that takes damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of the villain turn. Well, that is the Tempest Dancer, and he soaks it. The Salamander reduces the first damage dealt to this card each turn by 1. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the second highest HP 3 melee damage. That is Quicksilver. Okay, things are really bad, honestly. It might be time for an early Christmas. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I can do that too. Everybody get presents. And then with his power, we're going to unwrap Mainstays. Another Shard Strength, boo. Another Mono a Mono, boo. Preemptive Payback, okay. I tried. Draw a card. I'm going to play Mirror Shard so she can draw a card. Might have to start using that a whole bunch. 6 cards in trash. Let's select 4 of them to shuffle back into the deck. That all looks good. And she can do 3 damage. Okay, the Medusa's not actually a threat. The Goblin is, but he's going to keep coming back out. Let's focus on Calibur. And actually, he should have hit, I think he should have hit this guy down to 1. So he should have 2 HP now. Draw a card. Alright, Mainstay hits himself for 2. Let's give him the Duracell Studded Vest. Activate his power, draw a card. Alright, we take a token off that and we can play a card. I don't have a whole lot of cards to play. This has been healing the Piranha because Mainstay had 2 ongoings go into his trash. Start of their turn, let's play Cascading Reverie and draw 3 cards. Alright, and then Spelled Out. So you may destroy an ongoing card or a non-target environment card. Let's get rid of the Abandoned Factory. Activate their power, draw a card, discard a card, and draw another card. Tempest Dancer will deal damage to Calibur. I'm not putting out a lot of damage right now. That's kind of an issue. Alright, Catchwater Harbor plays Harkin Paris Jr. Oh no, that was different. This card in his play. The hero with the highest HP must discard a card. That is the River Heralds. Get rid of this other Mistbinder. Each other player must discard a card that shares a keyword with that card. Well, nobody else has Merfolk cards, so we're good. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals hero target with the highest HP, H melee damage. River Heralds take 3. Okay, start of turn. Calibur destroys this goblin. We're halfway to losing. And he plays Clash of Swords. Most cards in hand is still Guys. Reduces next damage by 2 more. End of turn, he hits the River Heralds for 2. Everybody take 1 and 1. Okay, we're going to redirect Guys' first damage to Quicksilver with Mirror Shard so that she can hit Calibur for 2. Then she takes 1. Mainstay soaks both. The River Heralds soak both. She takes another 1. Guys takes another 1. Medusa goes after the Tempest Dancer, who takes 1 and cannot deal damage now. Sad. The Salamander hits Mainstay for 2 and takes 1 in response. Okay, things are pretty bad. Let's play Best Card Ever. Draw 2 cards. Guys regains a hit point. Guys deals a target 2 melee damage. Let's hit Calibur. And then I will woo. We will retcon Harkin Paris Jr. And off of that, I will play Total Beefcake. And then we are going to unwrap the River Herald's cards. Water Knot. Play this next to a target. Increase damage results to that target by 1. Start of your turn, discard 2 cards, destroy this card. Let us put that on Calibur so we can get through this faster. Crashing Tide. Choose a play area. The River Heralds deals each target in that play area 3 melee damage. Well, let's make it the villain play area. Search for Azcanta. Search your deck for an ongoing card, put into play, shuffle your deck. You have 7 or more cards in your trash. I do. You may move up to 2 cards from your trash into your hand. If you do, remove this card from the game. Okay. What ongoings do I have to choose from? I'm going to grab Quench, and that goes into play. So whenever a hero target will be dealt damage, you may reduce it to 0. If you do, discard 2 cards to destroy this card. And let's move 2 cards. I'm going to get back Crashing Tide and Spelldouse. And then we remove that from the game. That was Guys' power phase. He draws a card. I'm going to play Malleable Armor, and I'm going to use it. So she heals 3. Draw a card. Alright, Mainstay hits himself for 1. Oh, and I can drop Preemptive Payback. Let us do that and take out one of the Piranhas. It just goes back on top of the villain deck, but it also means that Calibur won't be killing it. Although the Salamander's in danger of dying, so we need to kill him too. Alright, School of Hard Knocks. They all deal him no melee damage. He hits them back for 3, 4, 5 in Calibur's case. Let's see, I'm going to do the Salamander next, and then the Piranha, and then the Medusa. Yay, and Jaku Dragon is down below 0. Activate his power, draw a card. Oh, that was actually destroyed. So he has 2 more hit points. Alright, start a turn, Mastery Tides gets a token. I think it's a good time for Cascading Reverie again. Draw 3 cards, each hero target regains a hit point. We need that. Activate his power, draw a card. Tempest Dancer can't deal anybody damage, unfortunately. Alright, Catchwater Harbor plays this just in. This card is play 1 player may discard 3 cards. No cards are discarded this way, play the top card of the villain deck. Okay, Guys has this. 1, 2, 3. In the environment turn, destroy this card. Okie dokie. At least the environment is not doing a whole ton. Alright, start of the villain turn. Restore this to 4 HP. And then he plays a bunch of Megiddo. Medusa, Piranha, Salamander, Piranha, and that plays 1 more card. Kuriyami Hisatsugeki. There are more than 4 cards in the villain trash, so he deals the hero target with the highest HP X infernal damage, where X is the number of cards in the villain trash if Jaku Dragon is in play, and H if not. So the highest is taking 7. That is the River Heralds. We will quench that and discard 2 cards. Whew. Alright, and the villain turn, he deals 3 damage to the lowest. That's one of the Piranhas, who only takes 3, or 2. Alright, she goes after the Tempest Dancer. It can deal damage now. Piranha hits everybody for 1. Guys beefs it onto the other Piranha, who soaks it. He soaks it, that soaks it. Salamander hits the second highest. Alright, we're going to say that's Guys. Redirect it to Quicksilver, so she can deal a target 4 damage. Let's take out the Piranha so we don't have to deal with it again. Okay, cool. Alright, Total Beefcake goes away. I'm gonna, oh yeah, I'm that guy. I don't know why I keep hitting tab. Oh yeah, I'm that guy. Give Quicksilver a high 5. So when this card enters play, draw a card. And I could use Malleable Armor. I think we'll unwrap Quicksilver's presence though. Liquid Metal, okay. Whispering Steel, Forest of Needles. Quicksilver's gonna deal herself 2 melee damage and play Combo Chain. because if I get any more, then we can prevent the damage. Oh, look, there's a combo chain. In an Iron Retort. Cool. She heals 2 and draws a card, and I believe, yes, Guise heals 2 and draws a card. And he draws a card. Oh, that'll be fun. Okay, time for Stress Hardening. We will use Malleable Armor, heal her for 3, draw a card. Mainstay hits himself for 1. Let's do Preemptive Payback. Activate his power, draw a card. Oh, finally. Alright, start a turn, remove a token, and I can play a card. Let's Banish into Mist. River Herald deals the target 3 energy damage. We'll hit Calibur for 4. And then we can play a card. Let's do the World Shaper. It is immune to damage from environment cards, and if we have control of the tides, reduce damage dealt to hero targets by environment cards by 2. Activate their power, draw a card. Catchwater Calibur plays the Cervantes Club. In the environment turn, a hero character regains X HP, discards the top X cards of their deck, where X is 1, 2, or 3. If any one-shots were discarded this way, that player discards 2 cards and draws a card. Guys, well, actually Mainstay would like to do that, I think. Yeah, he needs 3 HP. So discard the top 3 cards of his deck. There's a one-shot, so he has to discard 2 and draw 1. That's okay. I do like that card. That's a pretty fun effect. Alright, start a turn. Calibur hits the Salamander. Or I'm sorry, the Piranha for 4, so we need to take that out. He plays another Piranha. Oh, who saw that coming? That plays Kuriyami Hisatsugeki. He hits the highest for 8. We will quench that. Yes. And if turn he hits the highest for 3, that is Guise. Guise is going to Iron Retort. No, I guess he's going to play Gritty Reboot, but whatever. Medusa hits the Tempest Dancer, who cannot deal damage once again. That's fine because he's not dealing extra damage. Or no, he is going to be dealing extra damage this round. Damn it, I can't line that up very well. Piranha hits everybody for 1. Let us redirect Guise's damage to Quicksilver. Number 1, Mirror Shard. She'll do 2, 3 damage to Calibur. Number 2, Iron Retort. Let's do Alloy Storm. Alright, she's got +1 damage at the moment. So 2 damage to all of them, dropping the Piranha in the middle of his attack. Salamander takes 1, other Piranha takes 2. And then she can, for free, let's see. She can for free play Coalescing Spear. We'll drop the other Piranha. And then off of that we'll play Forest of Needles and hit Calibur for 7. 8, actually. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then the Salamander hits the second highest for 3. That'll be Mainstay, who takes 1 and hits back for 2. Darn, Gritty Reboot didn't do anything. Okay, look what I found. He will do no damage, increases next damage by 1, and then he will open his own presence. Look what I found. Let's take out the Salamander, so we don't have to worry about that. Guise the Barbarian, where was that when I needed it? And where did I leave that? I will discard those for a best card ever. Well, that could have lined up a little bit better, but draw a card. I'm going to do Test Subject Halberd 19 and just heal her for 6. Cool. Mainstay hits himself for 1. We're finally going to lose that. Play Void Belter and hit Calibur for 5. Draw a card. Oh, and I can use that to destroy Preemptive Payback for another 5 damage. Cool. Alright, start of turn, Mastery of Tides. Let's do Crashing Tide. Choose a play area, and we hit all the villain targets for 3. Calibur takes 4. Well, whatever we do, that Medusa's dead. I may destroy a non-target environment card. Let's go ahead and do that. I want to keep the cards. Power, refresh that, and I'll just draw a card. This guy can't deal damage, but we're taking 2 less damage from environment cards now. Alright, Catchwater Harbor plays Frightened Onlookers. Whenever target is dealt 4 or more damage from a single source, this card deals itself 1 projectile damage. Start of the environment turn, 1 player may play a card. Ah, cool. Cool. We have yet to see a single transport card. That's amazing. Alright, start a turn. Jaco Dragon goes back to 4 HP. And we play the Salamander, and the Piranha, and the other Piranha, and a Dark Curse. Everybody take 2. Let's see. The Tempest Dancer soaks it. World Shaper and River Heralds each take 1. Mainstay soaks it. Quicksilver soaks it. I can't do anything because this just locks down damage flat out. And then he hits... Oh yeah, that's right. One of those gets redirected to the Medusa. We're going to have it be Guise's. 4 cards out of 6. And returning hits the highest for 3. That is Quicksilver. Salamander hits the second highest for 2. That'll be the River Heralds. For 3, excuse me. Piranha goes off. 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Soaks it. Where is a retcon when you need one? Alright, Guise the Barbarian goes away. Where did I leave that? Did not get anything I want. I want a retcon. And then I guess everybody gets presents. Draw a card. Quicksilver skips to draw 2. Mainstay deals himself no damage. He also skips to draw 2. I can play a card. Oh shoot, I should have been discarding to keep that Water Knot. We'll say it went back in my hand at some point because I'm smart. Whoops! Okay, we'll go ahead and play Water Knot on him. In fact, let's go ahead and say I have 2 fewer cards in hand. Play a Water Knot on him, activate their power, draw a card. Oh, that guy actually could deal damage, except that we can't deal damage. Somebody can play a card. That's not helpful. Boy, that's really not helpful. I could kick the tires, but we're at the end of the round. Oh, let's play Vicious Memories, that's always good. Okay, Catchwater Harbor plays Left Behind, plays card next to the hero with the second lowest HP. That is Quicksilver or the River Heralds. The last villain character target is reduced to 0 HP by a target other than that hero, or if that hero is incapacitated, they are stuck in the past and the heroes lose, game over. Okay, we'll give this to the River Heralds because they're less likely to die and guys will take it out. That is it. Dark Curse goes away. Calibur hits one of the piranhas for 3. And he plays Resonance. The first time each turn, each hero target deals any villain target damage. Calibur deals that hero target 2 infernal damage. At the end of their turn, a hero may destroy 2 of their non-character cards to destroy this card. Oof. End of turn, he hits Mainstay for 1. The Salamander hits the second highest for 3. Well, I don't want to redirect that. We'll have that be River Heralds. We take 2, and everybody take 1 and 1. And that is it. Okay, first I'm going to retcon the card that can just make us lose the game. Then I'm going to play best card ever. Draw 2 cards. Guys regains a hit point. Guys deals a target 2 melee damage. Get that piranha out of there. I'll throw my hands in the air and go woo! Oh yeah, Calibur hits him back for 2. And then we will retcon Resonance. And then we will play I Can Do That Too. Everybody get a present. And then he's going to open his own presents. Guys the Barbarian. Go figure. Super Ultra Kawaii. Oh, that's actually good. Draw a card. I can play a card. How about best card ever? Draw 2 cards. Guys deals a target 4 melee damage. Make it 5. Oh, the civilians hurt themselves. Guys regains hit points. I will woo! Say cheese, do 3 damage to the Piranha Megiddo. And oh yeah, and I can play another card. Yeah, I'm Quicksilver again. Draw a card. Too bad it's past his draw phase. Okay, cool. Quicksilver's got some combos over here. Whispering Steel. Hit Calibur for 4. The bystanders hurt themselves. And then for free, play Whispering Steel. Drop the Piranha. Salamander's a big boy. He can take it. Don't have any more thingies I want to play. Oh yeah, that should have been increased by 2. Let's go ahead and Whispering Steel again then. 2 damage. So 2, 3, 4, 5 to Calibur. That almost did him in. Almost. Power. Let's shuffle 4 cards into her deck and we win. Woohoo! So that was pretty good. That was pretty good. We got up to 4 cards under this though. Jeez. I did not have a very easy time keeping things in play. Also, I misplayed this, and I apologize for that. Let's take a look and see if there's anything left in his deck. Probably not. Oh, there's 2 cards we haven't seen. Jao Hisatsugeki works like the other finisher. Calibur deals each hero 2 infernal and 2 fire damage. If Jao Dragon is in play, destroy a non-character card belonging to each hero who took damage this way. And Disaster, Rogue Chimera. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals Calibur and the hero target with the highest HP H melee damage each. Then Calibur deals this card H-1 psychic damage. So he kind of helps you out a little bit. He makes the game very interesting if you decide to play with Ultrabook Disaster. Speaking of which, when the Pillars of Light flip, Calibur has connected the worlds to obtain the great power, the heroes lose, game over. Told you so. And Jao Dragon, for the record, dark power source. This card is indestructible. At the start of the villain turn, if this card has 1 or more HP, Calibur deals the X non-villain targets with the highest HP 3 infernal damage each, where X is this card's current HP, and this card regains a hit point. If not, restore this card to H+1 HP. And that is Kamen Rider Calibur. The Pillars of Light scheme is actually one of the easier ones. It's just you constantly have to fight through his targets. So yeah, you can find him on my mod. And that's it for this one. As always, thank you for watching. Tabletop Simulator, Raver Sentinels called in DLC, Walker's Workbench, and Vast Guy Sentinels Modern Outlets, great games products. Please support your official release and flip.